hello, good morning, and welcome to this week's serving of Mickey Waffles, a Disney podcast where we cover everything from parks, movies, and merchandise. My name is Sinead.
My name's Kate.
You're back.
I'm here.
You're alive.
Wait. Just about.
So you're feeling better again?
So much better. I was actually thinking before we started recording how if I'd arrived to this time last week, how I'd already be dead.
Yeah.
My eyes were watering. My ears were clogged. I couldn't hear anything. My throat was gone. It was a bad time.
Oh, you poors. At least it happened a good week. At least it didn't happen this week.
Yeah, I'm glad that it happened last week rather than this week because I'm nearly back to 100% now, which means that for the trip on Monday, I'll be good to go. But if I was sick now, I'd still probably be a little bit sick on Sunday.
Yeah.
Which meant the flying would have made it worse.
Oh, 100%.
Again. So good news, everybody.
Hey. And as Kate mentioned, our trip is on Monday.
Oh, guys, we're so excited. This week cannot go quick enough. I mean, by the time you listen to this,
I'll be at a wedding.
Yeah, Sinead will be at a wedding. I'll be house sitting Sinead's house, watching her cat, just literally watching the cat.
Yeah.
And
can't touch the cat. Cat will get Ed.
Well, I can touch the cat.
Then you just can't touch Ed.
Exactly, it's be fine. Cat's way more important.
Cats are always a priority.
And we'll be 2 sleeps away. I say 2 sleeps. There's probably no sleep getting done Sunday evening.
I really hope I sleep this Sunday because the last time we went, I could not sleep.
The last time we went, I don't think I really slept at all either. I think I slept for maybe 3 hours.
Yeah, I just got no sleep. I was literally just like, you know when you see in like movies and stuff when people don't sleep and they're literally just like lying like a board in bed with their eyes wide open. I felt like that was me the last time.
I remember looking at my phone a lot and being like, time just isn't moving.
So it's literally like when you're a kid and it's Christmas morning.
And it's like, if I just, okay, I have to pretend to be asleep. I'll pretend to sleep. If I pretend to sleep, maybe I will go to sleep. And then, I don't know.
Yeah.
We've both got sleepy time plans to
have contingency plans.
Yeah, to like make ourselves go to sleep and hopefully that'll work because it'll be a time. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, exactly. So how's your week been other than recovering from an illness?
It's been good.
Yeah.
Rugby World Cup started. Ireland won their first match.
Good job, lads.
It was all good times. Did I do anything else? Don't really think I did anything else.
We both did the same thing on Saturday.
We went to the Disney store on Grafton Street.
We didn't go together though. We
went separately. Sinead went to look at the Halloween things.
I did.
I didn't go to look at the Halloween things.
You went to look for hoodies.
Went to look for hoodies, couldn't find a hoodie, bought a t-shirt instead.
Excellent.
And actually when I went in, a load of the stuff that you'd bought had sold out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they'd sold out of the pumpkin candle. They'd sold out of the big pumpkin thing as well.
I didn't buy that.
Oh, I thought you did.
No. See, I was contemplating it because I was like, oh, this would be handy. For
handy?
Anyone. No, let me explain. So for anyone that doesn't know, or if you want to see, if you go on to our Instagram stories, I've saved it as a highlight as just, I think, Disney Store haul or something like that. I don't know. There's a guy that we both worked with that still works in Disney, and he sent me a picture of the Halloween section being like, yo, hello, you need to come in and have a look. And I was like, yes, I do. And every time I've gone to Disney around Halloween, I've seen the little Mickey Mouse pumpkin candle holder, and I've always been like, I really want that. I should get that. But I never actually get it. Mm-hmm. So this year I was like, I'm bleeding getting that.
Fair.
But obviously, well, maybe not obviously, it's made out of porcelain. So I didn't want it to smash on the way home. So I was like, okay, I'll go into the Disney store. I'll go in and buy it because it's the first time the stores have had it. Mm-hmm. So
it's the first big-ish Halloween collection I've seen in the store that isn't just the 2 plush.
Yeah.
Which is exciting.
Exactly. And I don't like the plush this year, but we'll get on to that. And they also had a trick-or-treat bucket or like a popcorn bucket, and it's a big Mickey Mouse head. The reason I didn't get that one is because I think I still prefer the one in the park. So the one in the Disney store is all orange, even the ears are orange. And then it has like some stars and bats and stuff, I think, on one of the ears that are glow in the dark. The one in the parks has black ears and it lights up.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I would rather that.
Okay.
So that's the only reason that I didn't get that one. But the other one is super cute. It's absolutely bleeding massive.
It is really big.
Ginormous. And it's only €15.
Yeah. I think they had one left. I think that was it. But they were definitely sold out of the candle things.
I'm glad I went in when I did.
And they only had one of the Apple candle holders left.
Yeah.
Because our friend who I was talking to was like, can someone find me more of these? And a customer came down and was like, there is no more.
Yeah.
This is it. This is everything we have.
Marius was trying to make me buy that. And I was like, I think I just need the pumpkin. I think I'm good.
Anyway, but yeah, it's a cute range.
Yeah, I really like it.
Did we do anything? I don't think we did anything else. Did we do anything else?
I don't think so. Oh, well, I got a new suitcase. I got a lot of Disney things this weekend.
You did. I don't know. I'm on a spending ban due to my lack of money.
Fair.
Which will do that to you. But I think Sinead bought a load of things.
I did. So last year, the Disney store had a really cute Nightmare for Christmas suitcase. And I was like, I would bloody love this.
Yeah.
But I didn't get it. And I really regretted not getting it. And then they had a really cute one this year. And I was like, oh, maybe I want that. And I've nearly gone to buy it so many times. And I was like, nah, I won't get it. And then I went over to the UK and I was in the Disney store in Manchester and I saw it in person and I like opened it up and had a look and had a little play with it. And I was like, okay, no, I think I actually really want this. So yeah, I got it and I love it. And it's great. And it's coming to DLP with me. And I'm so excited.
How exciting.
I can't bloody wait.
Oh, I packed for Disney.
You did pack.
Because due to my working schedule, I won't be able to go home again.
Yes.
Before Disney.
No.
So I packed for Disney.
Excellent.
My suitcase is full. My suitcase is a quarter full of ears.
Yeah, same.
I was like putting them in and Ellen was like, what are you doing? I was like, and this pair of ears and this pair of ears.
I still have another pair of ears to give you.
Do you? Oh, the Minnie Mouse ones. Oh yeah. Because I brought the Mickey Waffles ones because I presume we're going to want pictures in it. Oh, yeah. The problem is I just want to get so many pictures.
Yeah.
That we obviously need such a variance of ears.
And outfits.
Obviously.
But we'll get on to outfits later.
So yeah, I think that's everything we did.
Yeah, pretty much. Mine was basically the same. I did a little bit of packing.
And then the week I wasn't here, I was just sick. I cancelled everything else. I went to work because I had to and then just moped.
Because the aforementioned money issues.
Yeah. I was like, I can't not go to work. I just can't.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Gotta be responsible.
No. Responsible is not a word.
We made it up.
Well, unmake it up.
Oh yeah, because me and responsible, they go right hand in hand.
To a degree, at times. At times. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. We will get on to this is going to be our trip. I keep going to say trip report. It's not trip report. This is going to be our trip planning episode.
Plan.
Bloody love planning. So we'll get on to that shortly. But before that, we should probably get on to the news.
So first up, we're talking about pins.
Always.
Pins. So we've got a new pin trading event.
Yes.
It's going to be Christmas themed.
Of course.
Woo! It's going to be the Newport Bay. And it's going to be on the 9th of November. Tickets for €55. Buy them now while they're hot.
Yeah. I think that includes, from what I remember reading, that includes
one pin,
a pin and brunch.
And brunch.
Yeah.
Wow, that's not that bad then.
Yeah. They usually include food, like the Phantom Manor one, which I heard nobody talking about. I saw ED92 post the pins, but I heard no one speak about this event.
I think I read one Instagram post by one person and they were basically like, we got in, we queued for the first pin that everyone gets.
Okay.
And then they queued for their tickets to get the other pins and then queued for those pins. So I think there was just a lot of queuing.
Queue.
Yeah, there just seemed to be, the way she explained it was fun, but we just queued a lot.
So anyone that went to the pin trading event and the 100 character night had a horrific day.
So much queuing. Yeah, but that's it for the next pin trading event.
Yeah.
Christmas is starting now.
No, not yet. We have a whole 2 Halloween trips to get through first. Thank you very much. So ED92 posted a tweet yesterday. We've got 10 minutes in and we've mentioned ED92. So they said the latest Disneyland Paris official app updates include Journey Recommender, in quotes, to prepare a stay based on a theme, in-park navigation, and a new splash screen. The screenshots that they've posted, it's basically like you could go into the app and there's, in the picture that they've posted, you have, what is it? Like you can have a princess day. So you click a button and it'll tell you all the things you can do if you want to plan a day for a princess fan. And it's the same with, if you're a fan of Star Wars, click this button and here's all the Star Wars thing you can do.
If the princess one is definitely queue 5 hours in Princess Pavilion to meet a character, have dinner in Auberge, go
Spend
home.
€1 million.
Go home.
Honestly, it's probably like, go have your makeover done, spend like €200 there, then go and queue for 17 hours and then go have dinner and spend another €200 and then goodbye.
And maybe go on Snow White in the middle, because that's also a princess thing.
Yeah, but that's it.
But that's it, because nothing else is princess themed.
So yeah, I'm intrigued to see.
At least the Star Wars one's a bit easier to do.
Yeah, I guess.
But like, you couldn't have a full Star Wars themed day.
Certainly not at this time of year, anyways.
No, you could of course at Seasons of the Force, but like now, maybe, I don't know, 3 hours max.
Maybe. I wonder if this is already, because the app updated today. Oh, it is there.
Oh my God, this is so exciting.
So scrap everything that we've just said. It is actually there. So there's one that says for Toy Story fans, and it's the little alien. So I've clicked on that, and it's like
the app.
I don't know. So click into that and it's like, for Toy Story fans, immersed in a wonderful world of Toy Story play. So it's like you can go on Laser Blast, RC Racer, Parachute Drop, Slinky, and then it's like it has shows, but it's telling you can go meet Jessie and friends or Buzz and friends, and then it tells you to go and watch the parade. And for food, it tells you to go to Cowboy Cookout.
For what? Toy Story?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, Woody's a cowboy.
Yeah, true. And then it's like for shops, you can go to the Toy Story Playland boutique, which I've never seen open.
No, because it's only open when it's busy.
Yeah. And then World of Disney, Constellations, which makes sense. The Disney Store. It gives you the opening times for all of this, so that's pretty handy. And then it suggests a hotel, which is Hotel Cheyenne.
I clicked on the princess one. Can I talk about the princess one?
Of course.
We were 90% correct.
Were we?
Yeah. So it Transit Blanche-Neige des Sept Nains.
Very low.
Then Sleeping Beauty Castle.
Okay.
Le Piaz de Conte-Fée.
Oh, the little boats.
The little boats. Princess Pavilion.
Of course.
Then for shows, it gives you Disney Stars on Parade.
Yes.
The Illuminations.
Yes.
And Mickey and the Magician.
Oh, cute.
Because I guess Cinderella and Belle are in Mickey and the Magician.
Okay.
And then shops, it's do you know the tiny little cute shop that you bought?
That has a little cottage.
Yeah, that.
Oh, yeah, that is
And
cute.
then for hotels, it just says Disneyland Hotel.
Oh, okay.
And then what's
It
the
doesn't
other
mention
one?
the princess thing, which I'm stunned.
Yeah, and then for Star Wars, here. For Star Wars, it's literally Hyperspace Mountain, Star Tours, Encounter with Darth Vader. Then for shows, it has Illuminations. And then for shops, it says Star Traders. This is stupid.
I wonder if they'll update it during the Marvel season to include that. They also have one that says for adults. So for adults, they recommend Terror of Terror, RC Racer, Big Thunder, Hyperspace, the Lights Motors Action. It's not Lights Motors Action. That's not what it's called at all.
No, it's called Motor Action Stunt Show Spectaculaire.
It was called Lights Motors Action in Hollywood Studio.
Yeah.
My bad. It's recommending that you go to a to drilling on if you're an adult.
I saw that. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's also recommending PhotoPass. Only if you're an adult, not for any of those other things.
That's
madness.
I don't get this.
I mean, families might find it helpful.
Will they?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe at a quick glance.
Yeah.
To be like, I like Star Wars. What have you got for Star Wars?
Yeah. It might be able to help people like prepare for stuff. I don't know.
But
it's nice that they're regularly updating the app. Not that we ever check clearly.
Oh, you can add stuff to your wish list now.
Oh, that's handy.
Let's see. I want to add Small World. Favorite that. Do we favorite it? How do I add it?
I don't know.
Add. Yeah. And then it just says view on map.
I don't know.
Oh, this is oh no, I think sorry, I'm missing it must be that heart symbol. There we go.
Okay.
Very user friendly. And if we go back to home, your wish list.
And
then it's just there.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess that's a bit easier to navigate.
Yeah, it's kind of like what Magic Park, although Magic Park seems to be much easier to navigate for that.
Which is true, but that's not on everything.
But yeah, either way, you can go onto the Disneyland Paris app and check it out and see what you think. I'm very intrigued.
I guess it has potential to be good.
Yeah.
But at the moment, it's kind of redundant, and I'm annoyed that they're paying someone to make this.
Yeah, true. So yeah, that's everything for the Disneyland Paris app.
Then thirdly, we've got a new Christmas Spirit jersey. Woo! Spirit jersey. Except it doesn't look that great. Sinead's really annoyed that there's no Halloween one.
Why are we not like every other Disney park got that candy corn range? Every other one, even Hong Kong, are like using in their visuals people wearing those candy corn ears. So I can only assume they're being sold over there.
Yeah.
Why did Disneyland Paris get none of it? None of it. Not even a bit.
I don't know. It must be there must be a reason why, but I obviously don't know what the reason is. But
especially because like in say Disneyland and Disney World, you could go into World of Disney and at any given time be able to pick up like 10 Spirit jerseys.
Oh, easily 10.
Like 10 different Spirit jerseys. In Disneyland Paris, currently you can get 3.
3, yeah.
And every time they release a new Spirit jersey, everybody goes nuts and buys it because...
And then it sells out for a week and then it's not back in stock for another 2 weeks.
Exactly. So it's not as if Spirit jerseys aren't popular and haven't been popular because the original ones came out just over a year ago.
And they've blown up.
Like, I don't understand. If they were able to get Arendelle Aqua over here for Disneyland Paris, why could we not have the Halloween one? Because clearly the Halloween one has been in production just as long.
Yeah.
Because the other parks have had the Halloween one much longer than they've had Ardell Aqua. So yeah, I'm real annoyed that we don't have a Halloween one.
If it helps, I don't think the Christmas one actually looks that nice. So
it's a bit tacky.
Yeah. If anyone saw the Christmas spirit jersey from last year from Walt Disney World, that's cute. So that's red and it's got like a tartan bottom bit. There's at least one picture of me wearing it on the Instagram. It's kind of like that except worse. So the bottom tartan bit isn't anywhere near as exciting because it's not got that cool Christmas design that Walt Disney World had last year.
Yeah.
It's just a weird tartan design with Mickey Mouse heads on it.
Yeah.
The back just says Merry Christmas.
In really, really horrific writing.
And then the front doesn't even have the DLP logo. It just has Mickey with little Santa hat on, which I hate.
I think that's going to be a generic one that'll probably go across the parks.
Do you think?
I don't think it'll be specific.
Yeah.
I think that'll you could probably actually get that in the stores as well, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, they'll probably send it to the stores. Yeah. Actually, yeah. I don't really like it. I won't buy it, but mostly because the Walt Disney World one I have is like it but better.
Yeah.
So I don't need to buy a second one.
But anyways,
and that's the spirit jersey news.
E25 are always sneakily figuring out stuff for paying attention to stuff. So they've said official Halloween season visual hints at a villains pre-show this year before Disney Illuminations.
I'm excited if this is true because I'm always up for things that enhance Illuminations more.
Yeah, because when we were there for
April.
Yes, because it was Earth Month.
Yeah, it was.
They had like this little nature projection thing and the fountains were going and it was lovely.
It was really cute.
It was absolutely lovely.
It was a little something extra.
Yeah, adored that. So the picture that they've posted it looks like the evil queen, but she's in the magic mirror, but projected onto the castle.
Wow, deep.
But yeah, I hope this is an actual thing. It would be really nice if we had something a bit extra. It could just be something specific for
the parties,
but I mean, we'd get to see it either way.
We're going to see it both.
So yeah, hopefully more information will happen as of the day this comes out. So if there is going to be more stuff, E25 will tell us and we'll post it on the Instagram so that you guys know, so that we know.
Because it's all one happy big train of information. Then,
choo-choo.
Moving on to what we all want to hear about, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
The Surprise Mickey Show. Returning this year. If that song isn't it, do you know what I'm actually worried about? What if the song's not in it?
Why would it not be in it?
I don't know.
But like the song isn't specifically to do with his birthday.
No, I know, because they've rehashed that song about 20,000 times.
Oh yeah, they use it
over all the parks.
Yeah,
to use it for loads of different things.
Did you see the one that they used it on the cruise?
Yes. And Adam was like, it's not no we're sailing away, but I guess I'll take it.
So good though.
So there's been more announcements for the hashtag Surprise Mickey Show, which is going to be on in Walt Disney Studios during Christmas time. And obviously to bring the story back, they can't be celebrating Mickey's 90th birthday again because he's going to be 91 this year. So they've changed the story that the gang are surprising Mickey Mouse for Christmas.
Woohoo!
Which means that it's actually going to be, I guess it's going to have a pretty similar storyline. But everything's going to be changed till Christmas.
Yeah, I'd say they'll probably have Christmassy costumes. You might get Santa Goof.
Yeah, and I hope that maybe like the little gifts that they all tried to give him are like Christmassy themed.
Oh, probably, yeah.
So yeah, that's really exciting. I'm very excited because this is the only reason I'm going. It's because of this show. Nothing. Not because it's my anniversary.
No.
Not because I want to enjoy time with my boyfriend. No, to go see this show.
I mean, we all know what you're like, hey, it's fine. Sticking to Walt Disney Studios, we got some visuals for the Iron Man coaster, which is taking over the old Rock and Roller Coaster building.
Yep.
And it looks pretty sweet. I can't find the picture of it, but it looks really nice. Basically, it's going to be the same cars that Rock and Roller Coaster had. So it'll be the same ride vehicle. It's just obviously been painted red and gold. And I think it said something about they're changing up the chassis for it. So.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah. It looks pretty cool. It looks like snazzy. I hope they change up the restraints a little bit. I would really like if we got the Hyperspace Mountain restraints.
Yeah, like just because they're using the same ride vehicles doesn't necessarily mean that the restraints are going to be the same.
Yeah, so I would really like if they did that so it was a bit less migraine inducing. But either way, it's fun. It's really exciting to see updates and visuals and that kind of thing specific to Avengers Campus and DLP because we haven't actually heard anything about the Iron Man coaster because obviously that is just bespoke to DLP. But yeah. I'm excited.
Me too. So Tower of Terror
Yes.
is getting new overlays.
Amazing.
Story overlays.
Yes.
We talk about it nearly every week.
I mean, it's like me and Halloween.
Because so many things come up about it every week. So now they have put it into testing.
Yes.
To basically soft open it. Yeah. People have been on it and people love it.
Yes.
People have said it's more scary.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of worried about because I don't really like scary.
People have said it's a lot more... See, I haven't heard anybody say that it's scary. I've heard everyone say it's a lot more intense, which I feel like is different.
I know. I heard some people be like, the story's like scarier.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't like scary. I just like adrenaline rushes.
Yeah.
Like intense I'll take. Apparently the random drops are real intense. Like it's a real big change up.
Can't wait.
I genuinely think that you don't go it on the first time.
Oh, no, I'm not.
And I'll tell you what it's like.
So Breffney got it into his head that he wanted to watch a POV of Crush's Coaster the other day. And
I
then
still think that was a bad idea.
We then proceeded to watch POVs for a bunch of other rides. And he watched one for Tower of Terror, which first of all, you're not supposed to record on Tower of Terror. That's bold.
Oh, no. Don't record on Tower of Terror.
No.
Because in Disneyland Paris, they stop the ride.
Yeah, they do.
It's not like in Disney World where they actually don't care. In Disneyland Paris, they will stop the ride and they will shout at you over the intercom until you move the camera away, regardless of where you are in the story.
Yeah.
They'll just stop the ride, switch the lights on and shout at you.
Yeah. So we were watching a POV for it and it got to, you know, the first lift scene where you see the people.
It's like a blah, blah, blah. Blah,
yeah.
Blah, blah.
And then it starts shaking and then it flings you up.
Uh-huh.
I was watching it with Breffney and I was like, and now it's going to start to shake and now it's going to throw you up. And Breffney was like, oh, Jesus. Like I was real triggered. So.
But the thing is, like, if it's going to be random drops, I think you might have a heart attack because you can't preempt it.
No.
Like now we for sure both know the sequence of how it goes.
I don't think I do, but I think when I'm on it, like if someone was to ask me, I wouldn't.
When I'm on it, like I know when I'm about to drop.
Yeah, same.
Every time. And I'm so excited
because I'm just know. Like, but I'm also just always permanently braced.
Even though you know that it doesn't. Because there's a bit in the ride where you're watching the projection and then their lift falls and then about 2 seconds later your lift falls. Yeah. But now, who knows?
But yeah, it was funny though because we were watching it and Brett was like, oh, okay. Because I don't think he's actually watched... He's watched how the ride works, but I don't think he's actually ever watched a POV.
Because watching how Tower of Terror works is so interesting.
And I totally agree with that.
Did you know it's a controlled pull, not a drop?
I do know that.
That's what I tell you every time.
But it got to when you go, like when it brings you proper all the way up and it takes the pictures and stuff and I'm like, and now it's the long drop. And he was like, what do you mean? And then it just went and he was like, oh shit. So yeah, Kate's going to let me know if I can handle it.
Yeah, Ed said he'd go on with me, which I'm surprised at because he's deathly afraid of heights.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, do you want to go on this ride? And he was like, oh yeah.
Fair.
I think it's more like when he's like looking over the edge of a cliff or something.
Oh, okay.
But when he's like in a building.
See, I just don't like the sensation of falling.
So yeah, really exciting news about Tower of Terror, overlays, change of story, all of the above. I'm very excited. I will give full reviews. Yeah. For when we come back. And hopefully the queue lines are short-ish enough that I can go a good few times.
You just said queue lines and I honestly want to throw something at you. Oh, I honestly want to throw something at you. Also, I'll just get you a fast pass. I can get you a fast pass and give it to you.
Everyone just keep...
Let's be real, I ain't going to use it.
Everyone just keep booping me in.
Yeah, I ain't going to use it, so you can have mine. Yeah, I feel like there was something else that I was going to say.
I'm sorry I said queue lines.
Yeah, you should be.
I don't know why I said that.
It's a horrific phrase. It's a queue or it's a line. It's not both. There's no need. Anyways, so this past weekend was the Disneyland Paris Marathons and everyone and their mum was there. And I'm so proud of everyone.
Yeah, well done to everyone who ran.
Yeah. Special shout out.
Or whatever you did.
Whatever you did. Special shout out to the Disney Dub.
Oh, yeah.
And I think her username is Anne-Marie as well. They are two girls that we chat to quite regularly. And they went and did... I don't think the Disney Dub did all the races. I think she skipped the 5K, but she did everything else. So
that's fair.
That's a massive achievement. So well done to everybody. It honestly looked like absolute great crack.
The races?
Yeah.
It did, yeah. It did look like good. It did look like good.
It did look like good.
It did look like good fun. There was a bit as well that I noticed where people were running through Fantasyland. Yeah. And they ran under like the little archway and Rapunzel was stood at the top of it like shouting at everybody. And she was like, come on guys. I was like, this is adorable. And I love it. Also, another really exciting thing was that because Goofy was over at the race, Max Goof was meeting over in studios, which must have been a great surprise for everybody that was there that day.
I would say it was also they were getting Max
ready to go,
prepped for Halloween, shall we say.
And then moving on to some news that isn't actually that great.
No.
There was a lot of travel associated bad things that happened this week.
Yeah.
With one directly related to Disneyland and one partially related to Disneyland.
Yeah.
So I don't know if some of you have seen online, there's a company called Go West with Mickey that was offering packages to Disneyland Paris.
Really weird packages.
Really weird packages that weren't even great value.
No.
And had weird payment plans.
Yeah.
Turns out that they weren't as legitimate as they portrayed themselves to be.
Yeah.
Took a lot of people's money and never actually booked anything with Disneyland Paris.
What I've seen a lot of people say online is that what they think they were doing. So the way it was is that you paid, I think 15% when you booked it, and then you paid the rest of it. It was either 12 or 10 weeks before you went.
Okay.
So what a lot of people think they were doing was that they were going onto like last minute deal sites and trying to book people in then.
Right.
And obviously that's not going to be feasible because there are going to be times where places are just booked up.
Yeah.
And that won't be an option. So a lot of people think that's what they were doing. And then they were getting caught out doing that. But yeah, it got to the point where Disneyland Paris released an official statement about them.
That said they're not an official partner. So don't book with them. And since then, there's been even more stuff that's come out about them where the police have gotten in contact with them.
Yeah.
And the police have told them to close their website, close their Facebook page, close everything because people are getting extremely mad at the people who used to work for Go West with Mickey.
Yeah.
So Go West with Mickey is completely gone now. It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But obviously there's people who used to work for them and there's family members who have organized these holidays.
Yeah.
And apparently some of them have been finding out these people personal information and contacted them.
Yeah.
Which is very much out of order, but I can see where people are coming from.
No, and I get it because like it's a lot of people who, because I can guarantee that a lot of the people that went through Go West with Mickey were people that were trying to look for value bundles.
Yeah.
And from what I can see online, it seems to be a lot of people I've seen, and it's absolutely heartbreaking. A lot of people being like, I've saved up for 2 years to be able to bring my kids to Disney and now this is being taken away and that kind of thing. If anybody listening has been affected by it and you don't really know what to do, go to your bank. Like, first of all, go to your bank. It's particularly if you've paid via bank transfer or even more so with your card, go to your bank and raise that it's a fraudulent transaction, that you
never received
the services.
Yeah.
So the bank will then go through being able to reimburse you with the money. But first and foremost, go to your bank. Straight out. Go to your bank. They'll be able to help you try to get the money back.
There you go. And then the other piece of news is that Thomas Cook basically went bust.
Yeah.
So anyone who had a flight booked with Thomas Cook or a holiday package booked with Thomas Cook basically lost out.
Yeah.
The only thing is that Thomas Cook booked their Disneyland Paris or any of their Disney trips through Magic Breaks.
Okay.
And I can't remember if it's called Magi Break or Magic Breaks.
I think it's Magic Breaks.
Is it Magic Breaks? They've emailed everyone and told them that everything's fine.
Yeah.
They'll either get their money back or they've told them if their booking is confirmed. So that's kind of okay. But there's people who have just booked their flights to Disney, World, Land, everywhere with Thomas Cook Airlines, and they now have no flights.
One of the Vans managers is over in Walt Disney World at the minute, and she's like, I have no idea how I'm getting home.
Wow, she booked her flights with Thomas Cook.
Yeah, I think she booked a full package.
Oh.
But because I think when you booked packages with them, Thomas Cook hasn't been active in Ireland for years.
I never really hear about them.
No, they pulled out of Ireland years ago and they did a bit of a HMV. They just fucked over all their staff and left and then reset up in the UK or continued to trade in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
So I would be shocked if any Irish people were affected by it, but I think the way it worked in the UK was that you booked everything through them. Like you booked your package and your flights were with them as well if they flew to that particular destination.
Uh-huh.
But I think I remember hearing, my dad heard on the news or something like that there were like certain people that were, I think it was over in China or something, because they fly all over the world. Yeah. They're not just Disney specific.
They're a full international airline.
But people who had booked like their hotel and stuff, because of the way everything's going, from the time that a person leaves, it'll be 90 days before the hotel gets paid. And some hotels are like refusing to let people leave. Like they're holding them hostage because they're not going to get paid. So anyone that is affected by this, I feel so sorry for you.
Yeah, they are Atoll and is it ACOS protected?
I I don't know what the second acronym is, but it's definitely ATOL.
Yeah, it's definitely at all and something. Oh, it's at the end of all the terms and conditions that I hear on the radio.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're protected by both of those. So everybody affected will get their money back.
Absolutely.
And anything that happens because of this, you won't have to pay for. Like, it's all encompassed in Thomas Cook's insurance.
Yeah.
But I understand that it's a serious pain for everybody. And I only wish them well.
Yeah. I did see that Virgin Atlantic were offering any kind of spare seats that were available on their planes to people that were affected by it coming back from Florida and stuff.
Oh, that's good.
Which is fantastic and absolutely excellent customer service. So fair play to them. But yeah, it sucks for anybody that's affected by either of these two companies, and especially Thomas Cook as well, because there's quite a lot of people who have now just lost their jobs as well. So
yeah, apparently they've been going under for a while.
Yeah.
Obviously, because they don't just go bust overnight. Well, you can go bust overnight, but like
that wasn't the case in this.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
If you were affected by it, our sincerest apologies and best wishes go towards you, because I can only imagine how crap that is.
And our two major advices are go to your bank and make sure you know your travel rights.
Absolutely, 100%. So moving on from that, we had some information come out about the new Tokyo Disneyland expansion which they are currently working on. It is set to open on the 15th of April 2020. I thought this wasn't going to open for ages.
No, because in Asia they just know what they're doing.
Yeah, true. They just throw stuff up.
They're just like boom, 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 boom.
I think it's because
here's a ride and here's a ride and here's a ride.
I think it's because Disney, over this side of the world anyways, they try to spread out the cost of construction across as many fiscal quarters and years as they can. But I think in
Train.
Yeah, I know. Did you see...
Oh, God.
Sorry, just mentioning the Disneyland train. One of the races they had to run backstage and there's just no track.
What? Are you serious?
E92 posted, and I love shady E92 tweets. It's my favourite thing. They posted where the track was and was like, work is resuming in fall.
How was there...
I think it's because when they were building that theatre, it was just easier because obviously they would have had to bring in like trucks and diggers and all that kind of stuff to build the thing. So they just took out
the track
and just didn't put it back in yet. So work is recommencing in fall, but I don't know when. So the current announcement date that we've been told is the 14th of December, but who knows if that's actually
I actually don't think it's going to reopen until the new year.
No, I don't think so.
Why would they open in the middle of December? That just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because there'll be too many people.
Yeah.
But...
Oh my God. I can't believe they just haven't put the track down yet.
Yeah.
Why haven't they just put the track back down?
I don't know. But yeah, Tokyo Disneyland expansion opening 15th of April 2020. And I believe that includes the new Beauty and the Beast ride.
Have you seen the animatronics for that ride?
Which everyone is losing their goddamn mind about.
They're crazy.
It's like the little Pascal one.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
So cute.
But that's mad. I didn't realize they were going to be that amazing. Well, I mean, it's Tokyo, so...
Yeah. One day.
And then speaking of new things,
yes,
the Skyliner in Walt Disney World has entered testing phase.
Yes, it has.
And there's also a promo video of people in it. So it must be safe because they put people that they've paid to film in them.
This is very true. I saw the Diz on, I think it was on Instagram, but I think they've also posted it on their YouTube. They literally like spent yesterday just going around it.
It looks like fun.
Just going around it. Like I think they'd every inch of the skyline that you can go on. I think they did.
Wee.
You can always trust the Diz to just go that bit above and beyond.
So it's in testing phase, so it's probably going to be open for the end of the year. My guess is it'll be open before Christmas because that's their busiest.
We have an opening date for it, don't we?
Do we?
I think it opens on Saturday.
Well, there we go. I told you it'd be open before the end of the year. Was I wrong? No.
Hey. Next thing. So last week was the first ever Oogie Boogie Bash in Disney's California Adventure.
Yes, it was. Very exciting. Very spoopy.
It looks great.
Very spoopy.
I was very good and I held off watching all videos about it to the point that I had to hide all those videos from my subscription feed on YouTube until I could watch it with Bref, because me and Bref were going to go to it next year. So I held off so I could watch it with him. And I think this looks super fun.
Yeah, I really like everything about it. The interactive tree trails I really like.
I love that you get to talk to the characters.
We have a couple of people that we follow on Instagram. I don't know if they follow us back, but they're extremely overly critical of a lot of things that happen in Disneyland.
Yeah.
And one of them was like, the interactive tree trails are not interactive in the slightest. You just go around, get candy, and just look at the characters. You can't take a picture, you can't talk to them, you can't meet and greet them. And I'm like, get out.
You can talk to them.
I was like, literally just get out.
I've seen so many vlogs where people are like having a little chat with Dr. Facilier. You can't talk to Oogie Boogie because at the end of the Oogie Boogie is not a face character.
Oh.
So that has its issues where it is, and we're going to leave it there. But the rest of the characters, like the Evil Queen, Maleficent, Dr. Facilier, chat away to everybody.
Yeah. Did you see the one with Tim Tracker?
Yeah.
And Dr. Facilier was like, zoom in. You're getting my good side? Great, now be gone.
I saw one that I think Tiffany Mink posted. She dressed up as Cadet Kelly, which I was obsessed with. And Sarah dressed up as the captain from it.
Oh yeah, I saw that, yeah. They did the dance.
Yeah. And Dr. Facilier was kind of like chatting to them, and he was like, what are you guys here for, or whatever? And Sarah was like, oh, I want candy. And he was like, well, keep on walking then. And she was like, oh no, I want magical candy from you. And he was like, what are you supposed to be? And she was like, a captain. And he was like, well, fly away, little girl. It was so funny. He's getting real sassy. But yeah, I think the trick-or-treat trails look amazing, and I'm so excited to see Oogie Boogie in the Art of Animation building because it looks insane.
Yeah, the trick-or-treat trails are cool. The fact that I find it weird that they only give out like 2 pieces of candy, but then there's like 6 places to get candy. It feels weird.
I love that all the candy things are cauldrons as well.
Yes. And there's that, and then there's the maze thing that looks amazing.
I literally want to take 10 million pictures in it.
Like, I don't think how people's cameras can pick up how
Absolutely
amazing
not.
it looks.
No.
And some of the scenes still look really good through the camera.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you were there, that would be crazy.
I plan to take 10 million photos.
There's that, and then what are the other things?
There's the Frightfully Fun Parade, which is the same parade that used to take place at Mickey's Halloween party in Disneyland Park. I love the Frightfully Fun Parade. I think it is exactly what it says on the tin. I think it is so cute. Mickey and Minnie's costumes are adorable. I love that you get to see the vampires from Night Before Christmas because they just make my day every day. I love the stilt walkers in it. I like that parade so much. It's not quite a like short and sweet parade, which I think is also nice. You're not like spending your entire night waiting for the parade, watching the parade, that kind of thing. They had some really cool projections up on Carthay Circle. At points it was like made to look like Oogie Boogie, or Lock, Shock and Barrel would pop up on it, or sometimes it'd be the villains. They had little sandworms going in and out, which I loved.
Yes, I saw that, yeah.
They were also playing kind of like the traditional Halloween stuff that you would expect in a Disney park, but they were also playing like the Fall Out Boy version of What's This from Nightmare Before Christmas.
They were playing just a lot of like general Halloween music that wasn't some of it wasn't Disney at all.
Yeah. They were playing, I don't know if you know your one, Tracy Hines or something like that? She is like a Disney Bender cosplayer. She generally does Ariel, but she did a version of, for the life of me, can't remember what song now, but they were playing her version of a Disney song at the park as well. Wow. Because I saw it on your one, Tiffany's vlog, because they were like, is this Tracy? Who's like just their friend. They're like, what? And then the big thing for this year was the Villainous World of Colour.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about this.
It's a bit weird.
I don't know if I like it.
It's like, so basically it's a Oogie Boogie telling a scary story.
About a 9-year-old.
Who wants to be different.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't want to be a princess for Halloween. She wants to be a villain. And she has to go talk to all the villains to learn how to be a villain. The story's nice. There's some cute scenes in it. There's like the skeleton bit's quite cool.
I don't like the skeleton bit in it. They don't look like the actual skeletons from the skeleton dance. They fucked up the song. And there's 3 of them, not 4.
Are they meant to be those skeletons?
Yeah, because it is that song. It's just a remix of the skeleton dance song. And the way they're dancing is, again, just kind of a remake of the original one. I'm like, lads, it's the 90th anniversary. Could you not just stick to the regular one? No. I get that the regular one is just black and white, and that would be very difficult to portray on
colour.
on
worlds
water.
Of colour.
I get the black and white would be difficult to portray on water. I understand that. But they could have even just added colour into it. But the songs were weird. Like Ursula's bit was really weird. It was like these little sea urchins singing. It wasn't sea urchins. It was what the people turn into if they can't fulfill their agreement with Ursula. And it just...
Everything was a mix of the original songs and then like new recorded bits of different voice actors.
Yeah.
It was a bit weird.
It was the Disney villains watered down to tell a kid that it was okay to be a villain. And I will watch it when I'm there, don't get me wrong, but I do plan to go to the party twice. I will watch this once. I will not watch that the second time.
The fire and like the water and like that was all cool.
Happy days. I'll quite happily see the water and the fire and everything with regular World of Colour, because that I will see more than once.
Oh, absolutely, because that's great.
Yeah. So yeah, But overall, I think Oogie Boogie Bash looks amazing. I think the merch for it looks really cool. I love DCA anyways, so I'm very excited to see this next year. Some of the pins were also adorable.
As they always are.
They always are.
And nearly finally.
Yes.
Man, I feel like we've been talking about the news for ages.
46 minutes to be
Wow,
exact.
yeah. Frozen 2 got a new trailer.
It did.
For a second there, I was like, I haven't seen this. I don't know what it's about, but I have seen it.
I was like, Kate.
So if anyone hasn't seen the trailer, I highly suggest you go watch it.
Yeah, it looks really good.
It's basically, there was a magical land before the regular land. And everyone was real happy in the magical land.
Yes.
Then something bad happened. And then the magical land had to close itself off from the world.
Okay.
And so, but Elsa and Anna's parents tell them this story as like a bedtime story. But you can tell by the mom's look that she knows it's real.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then halfway through the trailer, the mist part sways for them. And then boom, they're in the magical land. And the magical people are like, how did you get here? And Elsa's like, the mist parted ways. And the magical people are like, that's impossible. And that's pretty much where we're at.
Yeah. We got to see Elsa's new little pet, the little salamander.
Oh my God, I want one.
It's like Disney.
Oh, they're so cute.
It's like Disney have just finally learned that if you want a movie and if you want merch to be popular, come up with the cutest freaking little sidekick, ergo Pua, and you'll just sell millions.
Literally the main screenshot thing that I've seen on Instagram from that
Entire trailer.
is, hi, hello, where can I buy one of these?
Literally, it's so stinking cute.
He's like a little snowflake. He's like, nom.
It's adorable. I love the costumes that Anna and Elsa have. It's
Yeah.
so pretty. Obviously, there was going to be a new costume. Let's call it spade a spade. I just pray for all Disney Store cast members that they have enough of this costume.
They won't.
But the costumes that are seen in the movie are going to be the costumes that Disneyland Paris will have for the Frozen celebration.
Oh, yes. Ooh, yes. Good point, Sinead. Very good point. I suggest you go watch the Frozen 2 trailer because although my cliff notes are excellent, you should probably go watch the real thing.
Yeah, go see it. It looks to be intense. There's like little ice horsies.
Everything looks very intense about this one.
I'm very intrigued.
But then I'm also wondering, when Cars 3 came out, that trailer was the most intense thing in the entire world because it looked like Lightning McQueen dies.
Breffney suggested that we watch Cars 3 because seemingly it's just been added to Disney Life or something like that.
I'll watch Cars 3. I mean, I've seen it multiple times, but I'll watch it again.
Did you know Cars 3 has been added to Disney Life? And I was like, I didn't, but I kind of assumed it was probably there. And then he was like, we should watch it because I've not seen Cars 3 and we just never got around to it at the weekend. So maybe we'll watch it this weekend. Or maybe we'll watch it on the plane. Yeah, I've seen Cars 2.
Oh, I was about to say you didn't need to.
It was an unfortunate time.
Nothing in Cars 2 is referenced in Cars 3. Good. Not a single thing.
Okay, good.
It's so funny. Like nobody mentions Major's girlfriend. Nobody mentions the world tour. Nothing.
It's like the Star Wars prequels, yeah?
Yeah.
Fair. Okay. So
that was the Frozen 2 trailer.
Yeah. So moving on to some quite sad mood. Some quite sad news.
Sad mood.
So this morning it was announced that sadly Catherine Powell has, I don't even know how to phrase this.
Been axed.
Basically, yeah.
Her position was no longer needed.
Yeah, seemingly there's been a reshuffle in the structure within the Parks Resorts and Consumer Products
That's the
realm.
one.
And Bob Chapek felt that he didn't need Catherine Powell anymore. Hands up if you hate Bob Chapek, because I really do. So unfortunately, after 15 years with the Walt Disney Company, Catherine Powell is on her way out the door, which is extremely sad. For anyone that doesn't know who Catherine Powell is, I had a little goo because I knew she used to be the president of Disneyland Paris. She joined DLP in I think 2016. She was there for the full 25th anniversary and she was very involved within the Disneyland Paris community. Like she would regularly go around the park, chat to cast members, chat to guests, chat to like the Disney online community even. So she was very involved in like guest experience and cast member experience seemed to anyways be really, really high on her priority list, which is rare, shall we say. But before that, she used to work in media and that kind of thing, like DVD distribution and all that kind of stuff. And then she like worked her way up that Disney corporate ladder, shall we say. But I think it was in 2018 she moved over. So she was covering Disneyland Resort, Walt Disney World and DLP. And what a lot of news outlets are saying is that because of the not so great openings of Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland and Walt Disney World, that she's kind of taken the flack for it, which is utter bullshit.
the Disney Parks blog. I was just looking up. I was actually just flicking through Instagram, and the Diz came up with like, hey, we've got this thing, and they've literally written it as her position, which oversaw operations at Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Disneyland Paris, has been eliminated.
Yeah.
It's like, boom. Also, she moderated the Inspiring Women Behind Star Wars Galaxy's Edge panel at the D23 Expo a month ago.
Yeah.
Like, what a panel to be on.
Yeah.
And now your position's not there anymore. Like, this is disgusting.
It's horrific. And it's just, and again, I know I've already said this, but like, it's one of the many things that has been brought in under Bob Chapek that everybody hates. Like, for instance, the photo pass boxes that are in character meet and greet. So you don't have a cast member there to be able to take photos for you. So the way it works is you tap your magic band as you go up and meet the character, and it just periodically takes photos. And I have not seen a single good photo come out of these, because obviously a cast member can see, oh, you're about to go in for a hug, I'll take a picture of that. Or, oh, you're doing this with the character, I should take a picture of that. Like, a robot or a box or whatever is never going to know that. It literally goes 1, 2, 3, take a picture. 1, 2, 3, take a picture. So it's just a lot of people like kind of awkwardly like this about to hug a character. Or I've seen also some ones which are absolutely hilarious where the character attendant is leaned over to check and see that it is actually taking pictures. So it's just a character attendant's face. You don't actually see the people. So a lot of people are just like, oh, I guess I'll just invest in a better camera and get the character attendant to take pictures for me, because
that's so stupid.
Yeah.
It'll just make people not buy PhotoPass anymore.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the main reason people buy PhotoPass. Like, I don't think anybody's main reason to buy PhotoPass is for the ride photos.
Absolutely not. Because
like, for the character photos.
How many rides are you going to go on that would justify that?
Yeah, that you'd like want all of them.
Yeah, whereas if you meet a character, you could, I mean, if you're in Disneyland Paris, you get 2 photos. But if you're elsewhere, you could get like 15.
Yeah. So I don't know. I presume it's going to flop and the sales of PhotoPass will go down and they'll be like, I wonder why.
See, I think the difficulty is, so I know if you have a certain level of annual pass, much like with DLP, you get your PhotoPass included. Mm-hmm. If you are traveling from Europe, because most people that go from Europe go for a week. Realistically, most people go for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And a lot of those packages, they throw in Memory Maker with it. So
yeah,
I don't know how much they actually sell of it.
Yeah, I actually don't think you can buy a package from here without Memory Maker included.
Yeah. So I don't know whether, maybe it's a case of because they started doing that, it's not selling so much. They're like, why are we investing in all these cast members to do it? But it's like... And then I've also seen that they've now done away with, there's certain table service restaurants where to check in for your reservation, you type in your details on an iPad rather than talk to a cast member. And it's like, you cannot continue to raise prices and have everything be extortionately expensive.
And not even just have human interaction.
Exactly. And continually take things away. Like, they've taken away so much entertainment. The Muppet Show is gone from Magic Kingdom.
It was such a good show.
Like, that was only there for 3 years, but it always had a crowd. It was a people eater.
Great moments in history. Now the Muppets.
Oh, that was bleak. But like, they're just continually cutting. Like, they've cut the band out of Animal Kingdom. They've cut the show from the Golden Horseshoe in Disneyland. They've got rid of the Pixarmonics in Disneyland. Like, you cannot continue to keep cutting things and constantly raising the prices, because the value that people once saw in Disney being different to Universal or Six Flags or anywhere else, you're completely eroding away that value and that USP that you had over everywhere else. And yeah, I'll say it again, I hate Bob Chapek.
If you take away the cast members, you take away Disney.
Oh, 100%.
Like, the cast members make Disney.
Absolutely.
And if you keep taking them away, people are going to be like, well, I'm not going to go.
Exactly.
If this keeps going, I'll happily just be like, I actually don't need to go to Disney World, or I don't need to because it's not worth my while. And I could use my money elsewhere.
Yeah, and Disney World seems to be the main place where this is happening too, because it seems like Disney World prices are the ones that are going astronomically through the roof, and that these pathetic little cuts and things are being made. Because more so, because like Disneyland Paris, in fairness to it, has just been on the up and up.
It has. It definitely has.
Constantly on the up and up. Is it perfect yet?
No. But everything's getting better every time you go.
It's getting there. And Disneyland, I think because Disneyland, they make their money from locals.
Yeah.
And locals have a very high standard. And if they try and fuck around with that, like for instance with the Main Street Cinema, when they tried to mess around with that, they were annual pass holders were not having it, and they went back and changed it. Because Walt Disney World is literally a revolving door of tourists. Most of which, chances are people that are doing that once in a lifetime vacation with their family. Disney don't care.
No.
They just don't care.
No.
they'll still get the money from that family for 2 weeks, regardless of whether they enjoy their character meet and greet or not. Yeah. So I think Disney World seems to be the biggest culprit of this. But yeah, it's sad.
Man, we should stop talking about this before we just ruin everyone's day.
Yeah, we're just bumming everybody out. I'm real sorry.
We're just like, Disney sucks.
But before we finish off the news, we have one fun thing to talk about, though.
You know what today is, Sinead?
Today's Tuesday.
And you know what that means? It's Special Guest Tuesday.
There's been a theme the past 2 weeks.
So last week, Special Guest Tuesday was Sophia the First.
That's a real cute one.
And this week was Elena of Avalor.
Yes.
Cute little Disney Junior thing.
Yeah.
Going.
What if we get Vampirina next week?
Vampirina. That would fit. That would completely fit.
What if we get Vampirina next week?
Have they already had Doc McStuffins this year?
I hope we don't get Doc McStuffins. Don't get me wrong. I really like Doc McStuffins. She's animated in Dublin. Love her.
But I prefer Vampirina, who's also animated in Dublin.
I bloody love Vampirina. I think she is adorable. I really hope we get Vampirina.
So do I now. Now we've got our hopes up, Sinead. We're not going to get Vampirina. We're going to get Jiminy Cricket again.
Watch me have a fucking fit.
It'll probably be some sort of villain.
See, well, yeah, no, because we had a villain last year. We had Ping and what's his name? Shang Yu?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was a villain there. Maybe?
I'd love Vampirina. That would be real cute.
Yeah, if they were going to keep on this
Disney Junior train.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
And that's it for the news.
So as we mentioned at the start of the show, we go to Disneyland in 2 days when you're listening to this.
6 days from now?
Yeah.
Ooh, how exciting. Tuesday night, Wednesday. 6 sleeps.
6 sleeps.
6 sleeps.
Hopefully 6 sleeps.
5 sleeps and a not so much sleep.
So we just figured, for our last trip we went through and did kind of a trip planning for that. So if you want to listen to that, go back in our feed. It's quite early on. I think it's our 3rd or 4th episode.
Yes.
It's pretty old. But we thought we'd go through and just kind of run through. We try when we're going to Disneyland Paris never to have a solid plan, because realistically that does not work.
And if you have a solid plan, then you just get disappointed that your plan didn't go to plan.
Exactly. Unless you're going to Disney World where it's
everything's booked.
Exactly. You have concrete times for your food. You have concrete times for your 3 fast passes, stuff like that. Disneyland Paris doesn't work like that.
No, it's a very whimsical... Oh, let's go do this. Oh, look, that character's there, run.
Yeah, you just do it on the fly. So yeah, we thought we'd just kind of talk through things that we would like to do while we're there.
Yeah, and have a flexible checklist of possible things that we'd all like to achieve.
Yeah, which we talked about with Nathan last week, and he was like, I like the idea of having a checklist. I like this idea. And I'm like, good, because that's what we're doing.
That's what we do, and that's how we have a good time.
Exactly. So, first of all, do you want to cover off some of the logistics?
Yes. So we're flying with Air France on the way out.
We are.
And we were supposed to be flying with Air France on the way back.
Mm-hmm.
But about a month ago, was it a month ago?
Yeah, probably at this
About
stage.
a month ago, they cancelled our return flight.
Yeah.
Didn't tell 4 of us it was cancelled.
No, I got an email while I was in Manchester and started panicking.
Only messaged Sinead, said the flight was cancelled, and eventually moved us all onto different flights. So they gave Sinead a flight at 9 a.m. the Friday morning. Myself and Ed have been put on the 3 o'clock one.
Yeah.
On the Thursday. But we can't fly at any of these times. We need to leave Thursday evening, because that's how we planned our trip. Yeah. And we're not giving up a whole day at Disney for the fact that Air France cancelled their flight.
Yeah.
So we rang Air France. Oh, well, I rang Air France. Everybody else.
I rang Air France.
No, because remember the very first time that it happened?
Oh, you rang them first, yes.
And you were like, thank God you're on the phone, because you couldn't.
Forgot about that.
So the very first time I rang Air France and was like, hi, our flight's been cancelled. I don't want any of these flights. Can I have my money back? And the woman said, yeah, no problem. Filed the refund. That was grand.
Yeah.
I rang back 3 days later. I was like, hi, I still haven't received anything about my refund. And this lady went, it's impossible to get a refund without first taking the outbound flight.
Yeah, which was because Kate rang. As I said, I was in Manchester. And then after Kate rang and had said, yeah, they're organising my refund, I was like, great, I'll do that as well. So when I rang, I was told that not that it was impossible, I was told that it was unadvised to cancel my return flight and request a refund, because that could mean that my outbound flight to Paris could also be cancelled. And she said that I was better off waiting and doing the flight to Paris and then contacting them and requesting the refund for the flight home. And I was like, okay, well, you need to send me some form of confirmation that that's legit because I don't believe you.
Yeah, pretty much. And has she?
She added it to my file, and when I was DMing them on Twitter, they did tell me that there was a note on my file about that. So.
Oh, okay. Because I have a thing on mine that's like, tried to do a refund. Refund was not
It's probably
confirmed.
also like, do not talk to her.
Or her boyfriend. Yeah, so basically we've booked other flights with Aer Lingus.
Yes.
Which are late.
Which actually give us an extra hour.
They do, but that's... It's not ideal because we did want to get home that little bit earlier, but do you know what? It's fine. So our flights home are with Aer Lingus and they're 10 p.m. in the evening.
Yeah.
We're currently still on those Air France flights to come home at 3 o'clock or 9 a.m. the next morning.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as Sinead told me previously, we will be sending them emails and DMs as we literally, like, tires leave the ground of Ireland.
Maybe slightly before, just because I think you're supposed to have your airplane mode on by then.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's not bringing the Air France plane down, KO, but like to get to Paris.
It doesn't do anything.
Still.
It's all a big myth. Anyway, 10 minutes before we fly, there'll be a thing saying, we're currently leaving Ireland. Outbound flight will be done in 2 hours. Please process my refund.
Oh, yeah. No, I will be buckled into my seat and I'll be like, this is my reference number. You cancel my flight. I want a refund for this flight. Thank you very much. And hopefully it'll be there by the time we land.
I doubt it'll be there by the time we land.
Well, I can try.
I think it takes 3 days for confirmation.
Hopefully I can have a response because they're pretty quick on Twitter.
Yeah, no, a response I'll take. Something that will confirm that, yes, I've taken the outbound flight, here's your money back. And not, oh, but we moved you onto another flight. And maybe all those phone calls I did that you told me were recorded, you go back on those. Mm-hmm. And you listen to everything I was told.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I am suing you, bringing you to court. I will get the ombudsman on you.
So yeah, flights were a bit stressful.
Flights were a tad bit stressful, but you know what? It's actually all going to be fine.
It'll be fine. And as I said, I would much rather get an extra hour in the park than lose
an
like
entire day.
Basically the full day.
Yeah, like we'd have extra magic time and then we'd have to go.
Yeah, no. So it's worked out. It's worked out fine.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll keep you updated as we always do.
Oh, of course.
So that's the plane.
Yes.
Then when we get off the plane.
We do.
From getting to plane to Disneyland.
Charles de Gaulle.
Yeah, we're going to take, well, again, we've booked a thing.
Yeah. So we didn't want to get the magical shuttle, which is how we would normally get to DLP. We tend not to get the train, mainly because when you book the train, when you book the train, the train times for the times that flights land from Dublin never work out. You're either about to just miss it or you have like over an hour to wait. And the bus is more frequent than that. And also with the plane, say for instance, if we had booked the train for our last trip, our flight was delayed 2 hours. So
yeah, who knows what train we were going to get on then?
But you'd have to rebook again.
Do you? Can you not just get on the next train?
No, because you're allotted, like when you book the train, you book that train. You don't book just a trip between Charles de Gaulle and Marne-la-Vallée. You are on that specific train.
See, it's just too much. There's just too much.
So there's too many variances and I am jinxed with flights. Touch wood, this doesn't happen this time. But
I swear to God, if we are sat on the ground in Dublin Airport for 2 hours, I'm going to kill somebody.
The weather looks good on Monday. It should be okay.
I just can't. We were the only flight grounded. We were the only flight that couldn't move.
But so we wanted to get a private transfer rather than getting the Magic Shuttle because the Magic Shuttle takes 10 years and there's enough of us that it wouldn't be too expensive to do a private shuttle.
Yeah.
So we went around to what seems like 10, 15 companies that all have the word prestige in their name. And we've booked through one and we've been given a confirmation.
We've not paid anything.
No, we've not paid anything. And I've not been given the option to pay anything because I did think that we would pay up front and was more than happy to do that. But that doesn't seem to be an option. So I guess we'll see when we land if there's a little French man holding a sign saying Sinead Riley and maybe it'll be fine. If not, we're just going to try get an Uber or we'll go through the taxi company that you and your folks used.
Yeah, just the bog standard taxi. The only thing about that is I know that it's going to be more expensive because I think that worked out at like €95 or something. Yeah, so because at the moment we're quoted for €150 for a round trip. I just don't want to get in and have like 15 companies with things saying my name on it. Because then I'll be like, oh no, which one? Sinead. Except they won't say Sinead because the French can't say Sinead. They have a real problem with it. They're like, Sinead. Yeah. So, with getting to DLP, I guess we'll find out when we get there. Hopefully this thing will be booked. From what I've read on the Facebook Mummy page is that their communication is really bad, but their drivers are really nice. Okay, cool. That's fine.
In fairness, as long as they get me to the park within a shorter amount of time than the magic shuttle will take, I don't care.
Boomtown.
I don't care. So where are we getting the magic shuttle to, Kate?
We're getting the magic shuttle to Sequoia Lodge.
Oh,
We're not getting the magic shuttle.
No, sorry. Where are we getting the shuttle to, Kate?
We're getting the private shuttle to Sequoia Lodge.
Oh, I'm so excited to be back in Sequoia Lodge.
I can just smell it already.
Oh, I love it.
It's such a pleasant, nice hotel where the cast members are nice and nobody seems to be overly entitled and everything's just a bit chill.
Yeah, and then hopefully there'll be no dirty rags left on anybody's bed. So yeah, we're staying in Sequoia Lodge. We booked via our Infinity annual passes, so we did get discount on them.
Yes, we did.
We're staying in standard rooms. We're not staying in Golden Forest this time.
Standard. We're not even staying in like with a view. This is just a standard room.
Oh yeah, the cheapest rooms we could get within Sequoia Lodge.
We don't need a view. We're not gonna be in the room.
Nah. The only thing that I have seen people mention is that particularly the rooms that haven't been refurbished don't have a lot of plugs. So I plan to bring an adapter.
Sockets and plugs are different things.
Okay, well, all right, my dad's an electrician.
It's just ingrained in me.
There's not a lot of sockets. So I'm planning to bring an extension lead with me.
Yeah, good idea.
Because I have my phone, my
That
camera.
was the thing I was supposed to get from my house and I forgot. I didn't bring any converters with me.
I have loads, but
So
I can
do
only find
but I don't
one.
know where they are.
I can find one and it's in my park bag.
Actually, I know where my big one is. I'll get my mom to bring it.
I think my folks have the rest of mine because I think they brought them to Spain.
Oh.
So
I know where all mine are.
sort that
My
out.
mom will.
So yeah, because there's not a whole lot of sockets and obviously myself and Brett both have phones, I'll need to charge my camera, portable charger, and then just like various other things that you also need to charge. So that's something that is kind of vital to bring. But I'm excited. I miss Sequoia Lodge.
After Newport Bay? Oh yeah, so much.
Yeah. So that, for the most part, is kind of all of the logistics.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty much it because once we're there, we're there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Once we're there, we won't be going anywhere else.
Exactly.
Someone at work was like, oh, so like are you taking like a day or two to go to like Paris City? And I was like, heck no.
No, we don't do that.
I don't go to Paris to go to Paris.
We don't do that.
I go to Paris to go to Disney. So then moving on from logistics.
Yes.
We've got our outfits.
Yes.
So our outfit planning.
Which, if anyone else was a fly on the wall in the WhatsApp group that me and Kate have, it's been a week. It has been a week of us sending ridiculous
do I want
videos.
this or do I want this or does this look okay? Or okay, I'll put this over this and then I'll wear this with this.
Do these leggings make me look like I have rickets? It's been a time. But anyways, so are there any like particular outfits that we have planned?
Do we have any particular outfits? Yeah. Not now. We've just thrown some stuff in the suitcase.
No, but like,
hope for the best.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Because like last year we had days. We had themed days.
Oh yeah, we're not that far this time.
We're not doing that this time.
This is a much
There's
more,
too many people.
There's too many people to have themed days. Oh my God, imagine all 6 of us themed every single day. Okay, now everybody. Okay,
don't get me wrong. I would love it.
Oh,
but it's not realistic.
So we don't have themed days this time, but our outfits are still somewhat themed-ish.
Yeah.
So I have, let's start with Donald because we both have a Donald outfit.
Yeah.
The Donald outfits are probably, apart from the one Disney bend we're doing, the Donald outfits are probably the most synchronized outfits.
Yeah.
So I have a long sleeved Donald t-shirt that I got from the Disney store a few years ago, last year, the year before. And I love it so much because it looks like Donald swearing down the arm. And that's literally my favorite thing about it. And then I have my Donald ears from Years Ever After.
Yes.
The main point of all my outfits is that I didn't want to have to bring 10,000 different things.
Yes.
So all of my outfits work with black jeans or black leggings.
Makes sense.
And that's it.
That makes sense.
So that's my Donald outfit. Oh, I also have a little Donald noisemaker that my friend Peter got me from Disney World the last time they went to Disney World. And they got it in like Cast Connections or something for like $1. And they were like,
okay.
I just think this was so stupid. So I've brought it with me because I think it will be really fun for the meet and greet.
Yeah, I'll take a video of it.
Because I just think that Donald's reaction is going to be hilarious.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason I've brought it.
Yeah. My Donald outfit, so during Fan Friday that Disney Store did a few weeks ago, about a month ago, because it was when I was in Manchester.
It's like Fan Friday, it was a while ago now, yeah.
I ordered the Donald Duck Spirit jersey, which I had put off for quite a while.
Because it was expensive.
I mean, Spirit jerseys are expensive, but it was reduced to £25, which for a Spirit jersey, I'm more than happy to pay.
Absolutely.
More than happy to pay. So yeah, there's a couple of quality issues with this.
Oh, really?
I posted it on our Instagram. So the print of it, like Donald, I think is supposed to look kind of cracked or whatever. But that like seam within the Spirit jersey where it goes from the top to the bottom, they've just printed over that. So that like line looks real funky.
Oh.
It's saved into our highlights as Fan Friday, so you can go in and have a look if you...
Do you know, I've definitely watched that, but just completely forgot.
Yeah. So that was... But I also have refused to wear it because the whole bottom of the Spirit jersey is white and I'm a very messy person. So I've not worn it. I've tried it on, but I've not worn it. So that is safely packed into my suitcase. And I also have Natasha's older Donald ears from Ears Are Ever After as well. So
that's our Donald Day.
Yeah.
But then underneath my Donald's long sleeved,
we love a reveal.
Oh, I'm probably going to wear my Tower of Terror t-shirt that I bought on our last trip.
Okay.
Which I
loved.
A
really nice t-shirt.
It's so cute. I'm going to tuck that into some jeans. And then I've brought back my Tower of Terror ears. I was trying not to bring ears that I already have pictures with.
Okay.
But also because Tower of Terror has this whole new overlay and storyline.
Oh, absolutely.
I couldn't not because
lay it on thick.
It's too perfect. It's like, hi, hello, English.
Oh yeah.
Give me everything you can in English, please.
Yeah. It's like what we're going to do with Nathan and Star Tours. It'll be fine.
Hi, hello, R2D2, man, love, wow, English, please.
Yeah. So under my Donald Duck Spirit jersey.
Oh my God, another reveal.
All of my outfits. I have like double outfits for the whole week. So excuse me. I have a Halloween t-shirt that I picked up in Walt Disney World in 2015. So it was the like logo for that year. So that has Mickey Mouse. It has Figaro and the Pumpkin on it. And I didn't realize that I have Figaro and the Pumpkin on it. And I'm real excited. Because if anyone doesn't know, I have a tattoo that is of one of my cats, but it's in the style of Figaro sitting in a pumpkin.
Yeah.
So I'm obsessed. It has Goofy, it has Donald, and I think Chip and Dale are on it. It's all the Disney boys.
Mm-hmm.
It's all
the boyos out in the hood, getting the trick and treats.
All the lads. So it's that, and it's just
love, give us some treats there.
It's just a generic Walt Disney World Halloween t-shirt, and I don't know what pair of Halloween ears that I'm going to wear with it, but I'm going to wear one pair.
How will Sinead ever pick a pair of Halloween ears?
I have 2 pairs of ears for every day, so I will associate it. I'll associate it. I will sort it out.
I actually don't have 2 pairs of ears for every day.
I do.
I just didn't. I'm already bringing so many ears.
I'm bringing legit 8 pairs. I actually think I'm bringing 9 pairs because I'm only going to bring my Mickey Waffles ones for whatever day we do those photos.
Oh, yeah.
So
fair. Oh, actually, yeah, because I'm only going to, that's the only reason, because then I'm going to wear your classic mini ones as well. I forgot about that.
So that'll be fun.
Speaking of classic mini, I have a Minnie Mouse dress. That's like a Minnie Mouse Disney bound dress, kind of.
Okay.
When I still worked in the store, they did a whole Disney bounding range when they remodeled themselves to target towards adults. And I bought it because it was reduced to €6 and was like, I might maybe wear this at some point. And I tried it on. The thing is, it's got no shape to it.
Okay.
So I was always like, this is going to look so stupid on me. But I tried it on, and funnily, the way the skirt bit works, it looks good.
Okay, cool.
I'm like, okay, sure. So I've got that with just some black leggings, and then I have a black cardigan that I already owned, and then my Minnie Mouse backpack. I'm still looking for something kind of red to put around my neck, but I'm struggling.
See, when we went on our 2017 trip, I was Disney bounding as Minnie, and I have like a Minnie Mouse circle skirt, and that came with like a little necktie.
Oh,
I think I know where it is. I can have a look, and if I find it, you can try it out. It's literally just red with white polka dots.
Oh, cute.
And it's just like a little... So.
See, because I've seen a couple of things in pennies that are just like neckties. So I might see, because part of me, like, I don't think I want anything around my neck.
You could do it
like,
for a photo.
Tight. But yeah, for a photo, I'd probably deal with it.
Yeah. And you're going to rub some ears for me.
Yes, because I don't own any classic Minnie Mouse ears.
Do you know if you want sparkly or spotty?
See, first I thought just the classic fluffy ones, but now I think I want the sparkly ones.
Sparkly ones look nicer in pictures.
Yeah, that was my thing. There'll be a bit of pa, pa, pa.
You can have a look at them after we record anyways.
Yeah, so that's my mini one.
I don't know what to do now. So I'll go with the one that was causing me a lot of turmoil yesterday. So the lovely Meg, who works with Kate in Disney. I never worked with her. She still does work in Disney. She went to D23 and very kindly picked me up the Silly Symphonies Spirit jersey, which I was desperate to wear. And initially I had it in my head that I was going to wear that I was going to order some skeleton leggings, and it would be a whole cute thing. And I have this like really oversized, like witchy Halloweeny themed shirt that I was going to wear when it got too warm for a Spirit jersey. So I would just have that as kind of another reveal. And that was my plan. And I had this great idea, and I went and I ordered these leggings off Boohoo, and they honestly just make me look like I have rickets. It's so unflattering. And then it has like a whole like colon bit in the crotchular area.
Okay.
I sent you a video. Did you not watch that video?
No.
You should. Oh my God, you need to watch that video.
You sent me a bunch of videos and then nothing and then more videos. And then I actually think I missed the fact that you sent the first ones.
Oh, okay. I'll show this video to Kate after because it's ridiculous. But it's basically...
Can I try them on?
I mean, they're upstairs. They were not working. So what I've ended up doing is completely changing that outfit altogether. So I have a circle skirt that I got from Hell Bunny for when I went to Disney last year. And I also wore it for the Phantom Manor event.
Yes.
I really like this skirt. And it's covered in, has haunted house, ghosts, skeletons, all that kind of, all the good shit. And I actually, a few weeks ago, got my mom to take it in because I've lost quite a lot of weight since we went in May.
Yeah.
And it was massive on me.
Yeah.
So my mom has like taken it in and I totally forgot that she'd done that. So I found that. It looks all right with a spirit jersey tucked into it.
It does actually.
And then...
I never commented back, but it does look good with spirit
jersey. And I
jersey.
have the most perfect t-shirt to wear it with. So I just happened upon that outfit. And again, I have oceans of Halloween ears. So whichever one tickles my fancy, I'll wear with those.
Boom.
And I'm probably going to buy the sparkly pumpkin earrings.
Earrings?
Sparkly pumpkin ears at some stage as well.
I really like those ears, but I'm not buying them.
They're so freaking cute.
I'll try them on, but I won't buy them.
That's fine.
Yeah. Then another outfit I had is this Jack Skellington baseball jersey top.
Yeah.
That my uncle bought for me when he went to Disney World. Ooh, I'm going to go with 5 to 7 years ago.
I think I saw that in the parks when I was there in 2015 because I was like, should I buy this?
Yeah.
And then I didn't.
No, it was years ago. And this is when I was still somewhat of a...
You're an emo, Kate. Let's call a spade a spade. You're an emo. I was an emo. We were all emos. It's fine.
And I wasn't really into Disney at all, but my uncle still wanted to bring me back a present. And so he obviously just went, I guess this.
Black and skulls.
Yes. So he brought me that. I've never worn it because I never liked Nightmare
I didn't even know you owned this.
I forgot.
Which I would have assumed that if you had remembered that you had it, you would have shown it to me at some stage.
I'm surprised that I've never thrown it away or given it away because
You just knew.
I must have because...
You felt it in your waters.
I think it's because it's so thick.
Okay.
That I'm like, it's just a substantial piece of clothing. I can't just give it away.
Fair.
So anyway, I tried it on and it's a Walt Disney World medium.
Oh, okay.
And it fits fine, which I think is weird. Okay. That doesn't make any sense. But I was like, the sizings have clearly changed in 6 years.
Well.
So I tried that on and it looks grand. And then I'm going to wear my light up Walt Disney World Halloween ears.
Cute.
Because I fucking love those. And then with just some black jeans. And it's going to be real cute. I actually have to remember to buy a black t-shirt to go underneath because there's a weird bit in the middle that doesn't have a button. It just has a piece of Velcro.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like over the writing. And I presume they didn't want to put a button in the writing.
Fair.
So I need to buy a black t-shirt for under there. But like £2 from Pennies, that's fine. And that's my other outfit.
And I'm going to repeat that as an outfit when we go to Halloween. I've already told Kate.
Oh, yeah. I was like, you take
this is
that.
nice. Can I borrow this? Lovely. Great. Thanks. So my other outfit is I have this jumper that I bought in H&M years ago.
Isn't it weird how we're like looking at everything we already own and are like, oh my God, look at all these outfits I can make.
Honestly, I found it a couple of weeks ago. So as I mentioned, I've lost quite a bit of weight in the last little while. And I took down a bag of clothes that I put away at this time last year that just didn't fit me. And it's this little light, very, very light pink, like cropped jumper that has bats all over it.
I remember wearing it once.
And I bloody love it. And I was like, I found it and I was like, oh my God, this is so perfect. And Breffney was like, what are you talking about? And I just ran over to my bag that I keep all my ears in, found the ears that we'd ordered for our last trip with our matching spirit jersey. So they're black velvet ears from Ears Ever After with a light pink bow, and it all matches so perfectly. It's like weirdly perfect. So I'm going to wear that with a black skirt and black tights. And then underneath the jumper, because again, I'm a very warm person. So sounds like I'm bringing an awful lot of clothes, but I'm basically bringing just a light jumper to go with all of my t-shirts.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So under that, I have a t-shirt that I bought from ASOS a couple of weeks ago. It's a black t-shirt and then it has like eyeballs and a pumpkin and a ghost and bats and stuff all over it. And I'm going to wear my Oogie Boogie ears with that because the bow and the Oogie Boogie ears match a lot. This thing has a lot of neon green in it, so it kind of matches. So that's that outfit.
Cute. So I think that's all of my like regular outfits. And then we also have a Disney bound that we're doing.
Yes.
Which is a very low-key Disney bound in all fairness. It's not as
out there
as we sometimes go for a Disney bound.
Yes.
It is very chill because my thoughts going into this trip were chill. Everything's just a bit chill. So we're doing Lock, Shock and Barrel.
Yes.
From Now Before Christmas.
Yes, with our friend Kiva.
Yes. So I'm going to be Barrel.
Yeah, I'm going to be Shock because, of course, I had to be the witch.
And I wanted to be the round pudgy one.
And Kiva's redhead.
Yeah, so it all just works out perfect. So it's just basic, like real basic. I'm going to have white shoes, black jeans, and Sinead's going to let me borrow one of her many skeleton jumpers because I wasn't buying one just for this. And then we have, again, more velvet ears from Ears Ever After. So I have teal blue ones with a black bow to make it look slightly more skeleton-y. Mm-hmm. And then you guys have just gotten block color ones, right?
Yeah. So I ordered the solid purple ones and I also ordered solid red ones. I kind of wanted solid red ears anyway, so I just bought them anyways.
They'll work for so many things.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll just give them to Kiva. I mainly wanted them because I want me and Breffney to do a Wally and Eve Disney bound at some stage, potentially on our anniversary trip. And I was like, that could be like the red thing that Eve has on her head.
Oh, yeah.
Thought that'd be
good idea.
So is that everything? Are you planning on wearing anything under the skeleton
The skeleton jumper?
Yeah.
I haven't brought anything.
Okay.
But on hindsight, I might have a quick go in Pennies.
Okay.
H&M and see if they have any spoopy t-shirts.
Okay.
Because I don't own any other spoopy t-shirts.
I mean, I have spoopy t-shirts.
This is also true. I might just borrow one of Sinead's spoopy t-shirts that she's not already wearing.
Yeah, I can have a look. I'm planning so I'm being Shock. And originally I had bought a like knitted purple dress and I was going to wear that. And I was just going to wear that with tights and the ears and it'd be fine. The purple dress is very plain. I don't do plain when I'm in Disney and it's ridiculous. I'm well aware. But so then I got it into my head that I didn't want to wear that anymore. So now what I'm going to wear is I have a purple t-shirt from Mickey's Not So Scary that I got in 2015. So it's purple, has Sanderson sisters on it, and it has Maleficent, I think Dr. Facilier. I think there's a couple of villains on it anyways. And so I'm going to wear that with a black skirt. And then I've ordered purple tights from a company called Snag Tights, which if you're looking for decent tights, we're not sponsored in any way, shape or form, but
lol.
I wish we were because honestly, if you need decent tights, particularly if you are of a larger disposition, shall we say?
Yeah, because tights are made for one body type and that's it.
Yes, they are. So if you are a rounder human like myself, Snag tights are honestly the best tights you will ever wear. So I ordered some purple Snag tights. So I'm going to wear those and then my purple ears. But I also have Maleficent ears that I might switch out to for when we meet Maleficent because she's on my t-shirt and it'd be cute. And then I also have another skeleton jumper that it's like the same style as the pink bat one. It's cropped so I can tuck that into the skirt if I get cold.
Wow. Just wow.
I have endless amounts of spoopy clothing and just never time to wear them.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much all our outfits.
Extra as always.
Yeah, but not overly extra. Just stuff for cute. I don't think this is not overly extra.
I'm only bringing one massive circle skirt, so it's an improvement.
Exactly. I don't think this is overly extra, especially for us.
Okay.
We've been more extra.
Oh, 100%.
See, so not overly extra.
Okay.
And that's it for the outfits.
Yes.
Then moving on to characters.
Yes, characters. So we've previously gone through and listed out the characters that are available during Halloween. We obviously don't know who's going to be out where and when, other than Maleficent will be by her Briars. Jack will be over by Phantom Manor, I assume. Other than that, we don't really know who's going to be where. So we'll be glued to ED92 on Saturday to find out who's where and doing what.
Yeah, so that we have a little bit of an idea just for like making, even says before, like making most of extra magic time, finding out where and if Devil Donald is around.
I honestly just had a moment of like fear. What if like Donald's not out during extra magic time?
I don't know what to tell you. Sorry.
I'll be so sad. I'm hoping he will. I don't see why they wouldn't do it. He was super popular last year.
Yeah. Well, Disneyland Paris like to take popular things and shove it down the drain. So no, Devil Donald will probably be out again this year, and we'll just keep an eye on Saturday.
Yes.
When it all starts.
Yeah.
To have a little bit of an idea of what's going on.
Are there any particular characters that you absolutely want to meet?
I'd like to meet Jack again.
Always want to meet Jack.
Which I know we're going to do.
Because we're doing the Lock, Shock and Barrel outfit.
Yeah, and we have to meet Jack with it.
Yes.
I hope he gets it.
I think he will.
Do you think?
I think so.
Oh, I had an idea for a picture that I'd like to do. So do you know the way there's a lyric in the song that says, let's draw straws?
Yeah.
I wanted a picture of one of us doing that, like holding, you know when people draw straws?
Oh, yeah.
I want a picture of one of us holding the straws and like the other two like going to reach in for them.
Okay. Oh, I can bring those straws that I just got because they're like brightly coloured.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. That I just, every time I think of the bound, I'm like, ooh, let's draw straws. And I'm like, wait, that would be such a cute picture.
That would be cute. We could ask Jack to hold the straws.
Oh, he totally do that.
Absolutely. I also really want to make Jack because a friend of mine has the most adorable little girl. And I posted a picture of my Mickey Mouse pumpkin thing and he sent me a video of her. She's like 2 or 3 of her singing This Is Halloween.
Cute.
And I like nearly cried. So I'm going to try.
We might have to go twice.
Oh, no,
or
absolutely.
3 times.
No,
Don't want to
absolutely.
take up so much time. Hey, can we have this real personalized photo? And
No,
hey, can we do this? Jack will be like, I need to go.
No. But I will quite happily go separately. And
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
And try get a video. Because I did it for Rapunzel from my niece Emily when we were there in April.
They were so happy to do it as well.
She lost her goddamn mind. She made my mom play it for like 15 times.
Rapunzel I was surprised how like,
I'd say it happens quite a lot because I know people do it to get videos for reveals for kids.
oh, fair, yeah.
So I'd say they're probably used to it.
They're so cute though. She's like, I'd love to. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
it was
oh,
so cute.
Punsy, you cutie pie. So
Yeah,
yeah, I really
Jack.
want to meet Jack.
Yes.
If either way, we're meeting Donald, regardless of the situation,
Yes.
because he's going to be somewhere sometime. Although I'm really not that great into Minnie, the day I'm wearing my Minnie outfit, if we could meet Minnie,
Little Parisian mini.
yeah,
Parisian mini or mariachi mini because you have options.
maybe both.
She has many outfits depending on,
Where you are.
yeah.
Honestly, I don't really mind. I just think meeting Minnie in a Minnie outfit would be cute. We definitely need to meet Parisian Minnie.
Yes.
Because of how cute she is.
She's adorable.
And yeah, do you know what my outlier is Sully? Because
Okay.
he's a real random one.
Well, seemingly Mike Wazowski is missing from the Monsters Inc. bit.
His position was also eliminated. Wait, ED92.
I love Shady. It's my favorite.
So yeah, if it's a possible kind of thing, maybe really
Okay.
that's the other way you've got like real random ones.
Yeah.
That would be great. Because I'm starting to run out of like regular characters that we've met a lot.
Okay.
So now I'm kind of like, ooh, the weird ones that sometimes come out one in a blue moon.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's mine.
You're missing a massive one. We meet his dad all the time.
Oh, Max. Max Goo. I really want to meet Max. I don't own any. Oh, that was the thing. The Disney Store had a Goofy movie t-shirt.
I picked it up and kept like shaking out breath and being like, it's a Goofy movie t-shirt. And he was like, either you're buying it or you're not buying it, but stop showing me this t-shirt.
See, because I showed Ed and I was like, you don't need to buy a t-shirt. I was like, but it was, oh, okay. So I haven't bought it, but depending on how I'm feeling over the weekend.
I mean, you could buy that and wear that under the barrel outfit because that would still go with your ears because isn't it like a minty green?
It is, yeah.
Ed, I'm really sorry for suggesting this to her.
Well, I'll get Emily to buy it.
Yeah.
Cheaper.
Yeah, for no apparent reason. My characters always want to meet Jack. Jack is an absolute fave. Again, want to meet Donald. We're going to meet a bunch of characters. I mean, we'll get on to dining in a minute, but there's a number of characters that we will meet at a character breakfast that we're going to do. I want to meet Maleficent because Maleficent and her briars are just beautiful. And the pictures that we got last year aren't bad, but I would like to go get some really nice pictures with my camera. And I am going to need you to real be on this. I asked Bethany last year. It wasn't always the case. I need you to be on fringe duty.
Oh, okay. I can do that. Yeah.
And you normally do a fantastic job of it. But like, I keep having to go in and like doctor my fringe because there's just like, here's a big like chunk. So yeah, I would like some nice pictures with Maleficent. I'm really excited to go meet Darth Vader.
Oh, I think I have PTSD from the last time we met Darth Vader.
not from like a personal standpoint because I've met Darth Vader twice. And don't get me wrong, Darth Vader is great. But I'm real excited for Nathan to meet him. And I'm excited to see what Ed makes of him as well. Especially because I want to send in Nathan by himself first.
Yeah.
Because Darth Vader's so tall and so intimidating. And Nathan's not tall and intimidating. So what do you think Ed will make of Darth Vader?
I don't know what Ed's going to make of anything. I can't read him. I don't know. Every time we watch a Disney vlog, he asks a bunch of fucking questions.
Okay.
And just his reply is always like, okay. Regardless of what it is, whether it's a ride, whether it's a breakfast, whether it's a character, anything. He's like, oh, okay.
How do you think he'll be? Because anyone that's listened to last week's podcast, one of Nathan's big questions was about characters because he's really apprehensive about meeting characters.
I haven't really asked him.
Okay.
I've told him he's doing it because I'm going to be doing it.
Okay.
I mean, he's welcome to go do something else. Yeah, so I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
I think he might just maybe roll with the punches.
Okay. Bref has a theory.
We'll see. About Ed?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Bref thinks that he's going to have a Breffney moment. So Bref, the first morning, because we didn't meet any characters on the first day because our flight got in late, we didn't get into the park till late, yada, yada, yada. And Bref fully thinks that like we'll get up to the first character and Ed'll be kind of like, yeah, okay, whatever, Kate wants to do it, it's fine. And then he'll meet the character and he'll be like, man, that was great. And I'm like, okay. So Bref's holding out strong that he thinks he's going to have a Bref moment.
I have a feeling that regardless of what happens, his reply is going to be quite muted of, yeah, that was fun.
Fair.
Of, yeah, I'd probably do it again.
Makes sense. So yeah.
But only time will tell, as they say.
Exactly. So that's, I think, everything for characters. Characters is kind of hard to tell because you never know who's going to get one.
I remember asking him, was there any specific characters he wanted to meet?
Yes.
And he was just like, Daredevil. And I was like, that's not a thing. He was like,
sweetie, no.
yeah, but it winds you up every time I say it.
Oh, he's one of those.
So yeah, that's the characters. That's our character roundup of what we can sort of maybe plan for, not really can. We just hope.
Yeah. So what rides are you excited for, Kate?
Tower of Terror.
Obviously.
7 times. At the minimum.
7 times?
At least 3 times.
Yeah, well, obviously.
I'm thinking 3 to 5 times.
Okay.
Because I want to try and get every single story because I have no idea how they're operating it.
Okay.
So I want to try, but if it becomes too difficult, I'm just going to give up because there's no point.
I still maintain because everyone's going to go in at once. I don't know how many of the group will go in with you multiple times.
Oh, that's fine.
So what I think could potentially end up happening is if we all get you fast passes to get you through it quicker.
And I'm like,
if
hi
you're
again.
one single person and you're like, I've not done lift 3 yet, can I please do that? I don't think they'd have too much because there's always gaps. They're always looking for one person.
One, yeah, because some of them sit in 3s.
So yeah, as long I think that may, because as I said, everyone could love it though, and there could be all 5 of you going on it the whole time, and I will have taken literally 12 million pictures of Disney Studios, but we never know. We'll see.
Yeah, so Tower of Terror and Pirates.
It's always Pirates. I love Pirates
because I just love it so much.
I love it.
I'm really excited for Ed to see Pirates because it's as we've spoken about many a time, it's the perfect ride.
It's a lovely boat ride.
So yeah, they're my main 2. We could talk about rides all day, but like they're my main 2, I think.
Okay, my main one is Phantom Manor. I'm real excited to bring Breffney on Phantom Manor. It's my favourite ride. I absolutely adore it. So I'm super excited to go on Phantom Manor. As for another ride, I love Pirates. Pirates is just the standard. I'm gonna go with Big Thunder because Breffney has also said that he's gonna go on Big Thunder. So I'm excited to go on Big Thunder and I'm intrigued to see what he thinks of it.
I'm intrigued to see what everyone thinks of Big Thunder.
I think everyone's gonna love it because how can you not like Big Thunder? Because honestly, it's just phenomenal.
It's the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Yeehaw.
Oh, thank God you did it. So yeah, I think that's the 2 big rides.
Yeah.
3 big rides.
Yes.
4 big rides.
4.
I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Maths.
Then we're talking about dining.
Yes.
Which is going to be a time.
Yes.
So the only booked thing that we're hopefully going to have is breakfast at Plaza Gardens.
Yes, because we love Plaza Gardens breakfast.
Because we are happy to go for one good hearty breakfast during the trip.
Yeah. This
trip is a budget trip, in my eyes anyway.
Mine's kind of a semi-budget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're definitely not splashing the cash as much as we would. Oh, sorry.
Halloween will be, our actual Halloween trip will probably be more of a budget for me.
Right.
Because we're there for such a short amount of time.
But I'm definitely thinking of bringing many, many cereal bars and actually eating them this time and not just leaving them in the suitcase. Yeah. I'm very much planning on bringing them all in my park bag to just have.
Yeah.
And eating and bringing breakfast or whatever. So paying for one breakfast I'm G with.
Yeah. I'm going to bring cereal bars and stuff like that as well. However, on our last morning.
Oh, it's donut day. Actually, I might join you.
Yeah. If you've been to DLP and you've not gone into the Starbucks and tried, it's like a white chocolate donut that has chocolate drizzle on it as well.
It's a milk chocolate, white chocolate.
Yeah. If you've not tried it, you need to because it has no right to be as good as it is.
I don't know why it's so nice.
I think it's because the chocolate has a good crunch to it.
Because it's so cold.
So that I'm getting on the last morning and I'm very excited about it.
That's fine.
Other than that, with dining, as we mentioned on last week's episode, Nathan is celiac, so we have tried.
We have really tried.
And he does really appreciate it. So he, I know, is bringing quite a bit of food over with him. As for food within the park, I honestly don't know what he can eat. I don't. I have tried looking it up and nowhere can tell me, like, it seems like all the chips probably are contaminated with gluten. So honestly, for lunchtime and stuff, I have no idea what he's going to eat, which is really infuriating.
Yeah.
Because celiac disease is a really common thing for people to have. And the fact that it's only kind of like, oh, you are allergic to something. Here is this one ready meal that we take out of the freezer and shove in a microwave for you.
And charge you a ridiculous amount for
That's unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. So lunch is going to be
a time.
Tedious, to say the least. And then as for dinner, Vapianos.
Yeah, for dinner, I'm thinking Vapianos.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Ed might go to Five Guys one night.
Fair.
I don't know. I think we should all have one nice meal. I say nice meal. I think we should all have one group meal in Planet Hollywood.
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact that Nathan can eat there.
Yes, they have a whole gluten-free menu.
So I think it would be nice to have at least one group meal.
Exactly.
Like we obviously don't have to all eat at the same time in the same place every evening.
Yeah.
But I think one would be really nice. And
Absolutely.
I'm going to go Planet Hollywood purely for the fact that I know Nathan can have a choice of
Exactly.
things to eat from. So I'm mostly thinking Vapianos, possibly Five Guys. And depending on how we eat lunch, just Earl of Sandwich.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we do Vapianos, if you guys do Five Guys, and then we do Planet Hollywood, although we're only there for 3 nights.
Oh yeah, maybe that's it.
We'll see anyways.
I mean, there's always loads of options. Like, there's not loads of options, obviously, but there's a couple of options that depending on how we eat lunch. Or I always find that my Disney days, how hungry I am, really varies.
Depends on how busy you are.
Yeah, like sometimes I'm starving, and then sometimes I'm like, I actually like lunch. A snack is fine.
Yeah, like I'd say on Tuesday we potentially, because like I think the breakfast that we're going to plan to do is probably 9:30 because we like doing the later one, so then you get the most of extra magic time. Like probably won't need lunch that day.
No, we'll probably I'll just bring cereal bars with me.
Yeah, maybe do an early dinner and then go back in for the fireworks.
Yeah, so the idea of if we do end up eating in the park, the meal portions are so big.
Oh yeah,
that
you can split them.
We can split them. We don't need to.
No, we learned that mistake.
So many ways to chips.
Yeah. So yeah, dining, we don't have anything massive planned. One thing that kind of falls into the dining realm is I still want to go to Cafe Fantasia and have my glotini.
Yeah, do you know what? I was budgeting that into my budget. I have a food budget and I was like, well, 20 quid for it.
It just...
And in my head I was like, this is ridiculous, but also gotta put it in the budget.
It's to me, it will not be a Disneyland Paris trip without just taking an hour and a half out of your day, going and sitting outside Cafe Fantasia and sipping on an overpriced cocktail.
An
get to wave at the little
unbelievably
characters.
overpriced cocktail that definitely doesn't have any alcohol in it.
Get to wave at all the characters.
Yeah, and it's cute.
I can't wait.
Wave with characters, be real chill, see what the characters want to do, and then just have a nice time.
Yeah. Oh, I just love Cafe Fantasia so much.
6 nights.
I just love Cafe Fantasia so much. Anyways, so Kate, what are you most excited for?
If I say to walk down Main Street again, is that a wrong answer? No, because I am just so excited. Because even though I just feel like April was like 10 years ago.
I know, it's only been like 6 months. Not even 6 months.
It just feels like so long ago. I think it's because we had so many troubles on that trip that it's not got the best memory in my brain.
Yeah.
So part of me is like, the last time I had it was like Christmas. So
yeah.
I'm just really excited to just be there. I'm really excited to be there with 6 of us.
Yeah.
Because there's half of us who have never been to Disneyland Paris before. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited to watch everybody else interact and take in the surroundings and ask questions and be excited. And I'm just excited to be there with people. That's why I'm excited to see how this 6 people trip goes.
Yeah, me too. I'm obviously most excited for it to be Halloween. And for it to be Halloween season.
Halloween, everybody.
Like E25 tweeted today that the ghosts have gone back up around the gazebo. And I honestly just got so excited because the little ghost band around the gazebo is like my favorite thing. It's so freaking cute. So I am probably going to take at least like 3 pictures of every single pumpkin that's on Main Street. I don't care.
Oh, we should put on our Instagram for people to guess how many photos they think you're going to take this trip.
Yeah, because how many did we take last time?
It was over 1,000, wasn't it?
It was over 1,000, yeah.
Now, in all fairness, not all of them were usable, but...
No, they weren't all peaches.
Some of them were pretty good plums.
Few prunes.
So, yeah, I'm just really excited.
Yeah, I'm excited as well.
6 days, 6 nights.
I think it'll be interesting because it's kind of a very different dynamic.
Yeah.
To what we normally do. Because like, as we kind of, I feel like every episode referred to our trip with Amy, that was ideal because you'd been before, I'd been before, and Amy, bless her, is she trusts us implicitly.
What we doing? Yeah, let's go.
she trusts us implicitly because she's just like, you guys know what you're doing. And obviously you're not going to always have that dynamic with people, but like that trip was fucking phenomenal.
We were just so lucky all the time.
Honestly, it was the luckiest trip we've ever had.
I think we need a pre-flight talk with everyone about Disney Karma.
Yes, we need to explain Disney Karma.
Do it.
I was also thinking that because I mean, people will obviously see us active on our Instagram and stuff like that. But I was thinking maybe we could post a picture and explain who everybody is.
Oh yeah, fair.
Just so people know.
Who that?
Who this person? Because obviously, I mean, you've heard Breffney. You've seen Breffney because pictures of him go up occasionally. You've heard Nathan. You've heard of Ed. You've heard of Kiva. But just to put faces to names.
The Sensational Six.
Oh, there we go. One thing that we did ask on our Instagram earlier this week was, what do people want to see?
Oh, yeah. And the feedback was surprising. I'm not going to lie.
Because obviously, we live in our own little Disney bubble. And I know I love seeing everything when people are there. I want to see what characters, like that kind of stuff. I like seeing merchandise. So we just asked, what do people want to see? Do they want to see outfits? What the Halloween stuff was like? Meals, characters, like what was it that people want to see? And no joke, probably about 5 people replied and were like, we want to see everything.
And we were like, okay.
A couple of people did come back with like other more like specific things, which is fair. But we did have someone ask for like vlog type stories.
Yeah, with like not necessarily talking, just videos of what's happening.
Yeah, so
we can do that.
Exactly.
As much as I remember to do them.
Yeah, that was the difficulty last time. I think I was so focused on like getting nice pictures with my camera, I did not use Instagram stories nearly enough.
No, not at all. Also, the internet in Disneyland Paris isn't great. So I remember just recording a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And having it loaded on the Instagram, but just like continuously waiting to post.
Yeah.
And then when I got to a spot that would upload, it all uploaded at once.
Yeah. So Instagram, you're in for a time when we're there. Because there'll be you posting, there'll be me posting. I'm going to give Breffney the login because his camera on his phone is bloody beautiful. And I've already told him that he's going to have to be the official Mickey Waffles photographer for when we want pictures of us.
Mickey Waffers.
Mickey Waffers. Because there's like barely any, outside of like character pictures, there's like no pictures of me and you from the last trip.
No, it's like we're all separate.
Because we didn't have a third person. So I've said to Breffney, I'm like, you're going to need to be that like Instagram boyfriend for me and Kate. And he was like, yeah, that's fine. So he knows his role.
Excellent. Good.
He's happy with this deal.
So expect all the new gram pictures.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I feel like we've been reusing the same ones for the entire time. So I'm excited for some new ones.
I feel like we've the same picture from a slightly different angle every time.
Oh, 100%.
And I'm like, oh, we haven't posted this angle yet.
So yeah, that's pretty much everything that we have planned.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. This podcast is running on 2 hours, so
we can cut a good bit out, and it was still recording when you went to the bathroom and stuff like that. So,
so this podcast is running on about an hour and a half.
Definitely an hour and a half.
Hour and 35 minutes.
Yeah.
So we advise, as we are in Disneyland Paris next week, we're actually going to take a week off.
Yes.
Because we're just so busy, right? And we just don't have time to record 2 episodes. So we're taking a week off next week.
Yes.
So if you would like, it's too late to tell you now, isn't it, to split this podcast into 2 because you're at the end.
But if in the meantime you are feeling the Disney blues and you want to check out some other podcasts, we can give you guys some recommendations.
Oh yeah. Do you want to give them now?
Yeah.
So there's Once Upon a Scream.
Love them. Ben and Mikey. Great. Cuties.
Have you ever listened to Disorder?
No.
Disorder is part of this massive network of loads of different movie podcasts.
Okay.
But they go through they start at the beginning and they go through all the classics.
Oh, cool.
The last one was a Goofy movie.
Okay, cool.
And they basically not a Goofy movie, sorry. Emperor's New Groove.
Ah.
And they basically...
Oh my God, that's so funny. That's what Once Upon a Scream just did.
Oh.
I only listened to it today, although they called it Emperor's New Lube, and I laughed.
They're so dirty. And they basically just chat about the entire movie from start to finish.
Okay.
So the Emperor's New Groove one was like 3 hours long. Jesus. So I didn't listen to it all in one go, obviously.
Yeah.
But it was interesting to listen to. So they're pretty good.
There's also the lovely guys from Diz After Dark and the whole Diz After Dark podcast network. They have a abundance of shows. So they have the Diz After Dark, which mainly focuses on the American parks. There's Discover DLP, which is a monthly Disneyland Paris show, and then they also have Universal After Dark. I think as we're going to DLP is the day they all come back from doing a big trip to Horror Nights. So if you're interested in Horror Nights or just general theme park stuff, go check those guys out. Absolutely love them. They're good eggs.
Excellent. I don't think I listen to any of the Disney podcasts, to be honest. I don't have a lot of time. I think you listen to more podcasts than I do.
I do. I work from home for a lot, and I work I don't have a team around me, so I tend to just listen to a lot of podcasts. The other one I would recommend is Driving to Disneyland.
Oh, yeah.
Because those girls are hilarious.
And then also, now that we're just on it, I'm just going to... Mr. Cheesy Pop.
Oh.
The Tim Tracker.
Adorable.
Eleanor Dreaming. Michael Kay.
Best Life and Beyond.
Best Life and Beyond. Oh, I love Best Life and Beyond.
They're adorable.
And I feel like there was someone else that I'm after forgetting. I can't remember. They're my main ones for if you want a bit of YouTubes.
Yeah. We watch an awful lot. The whole reason we started this podcast is because we spend all of our time consuming Disney content. So we were like, let's make our own.
Let's make our own, because this all needs to go somewhere. I'm taking it all in. It needs to go out.
Yeah. So I think that's everything.
Yeah. We say there's not going to be a podcast released next week, but there's going to be a whole heck of a lot of content from Monday to Thursday on our Instagram.
Yeah.
So make sure you're following us on our Instagram if you want to see all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think we'll be more on it this time.
Yeah, we'll be getting live reactions from Kate about Terror of Terror.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I'll be standing in the gift shop with my phone ready, waiting to get you're not allowed to speak to anybody. Okay. It's like immediately tell me.
Can do, no problems.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. So yeah, thanks very much for listening, guys.
As we always say, this podcast isn't sponsored by anyone except our own love. So if you'd like to share it, please share it. We're on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Apple Music.
YouTube.
Yeah, we're on YouTube. Who knew? They all get uploaded to YouTube. So wherever your good podcasts are put, please just give us a send. Follow us on Instagram, Mickey Waffles Pod. Send us a message. Send us a picture. Do whatever you want. We're always there. Send us a picture of you listening to the show, because the lovely Andrew always sends it to us when he's listening and puts up little quotes. And honestly, it makes my day every time. So he's always like, thanks, Andrew. We love you. Love these gals. I'm like, I love you too, Drew. He's great. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Next time we speak to you guys, we'll be back from Disney. I think that's it. Yeah. Bye, guys. Good morning.